Hey guys, we're back with another game of Rak-Sac, Aggro, and Pauper. We're waiting for our game to begin here. There we go. Our opponent is Chobo 13. We've got a decent hand here. No red mana, but we do have our Carrion Feeder into Flare Husk and an Apostle's Blessing to protect it. So let's keep it for now and hope for the best. Our opponent's mulligan to 6 and keeps. We're going to have 6 on his turn. He plays an island. A very foil island. And a foil preordain. Alright, he went top bottom. Hey, we found our red mana. Fantastic. Let's go with our Carrion Feeder, shall we? Alright. It's our opponent's turn. He ponders. We're going to have 6. Probably looking for a second land. Is our opponent's deck full foil? We'll have to see. Come on. Let's go, let's go. Alright, he chose to shuffle his library. Plays a second island, and passes. Okay. In that case, we're gonna go with our Mog War Marshal here. Alright. Attacking with all creatures. And let's sack our Marshal now. We're going to yield to the Carrion Feeder ability. Doesn't seem like it prompted a response. Let's pass. And we've got a lot of options open to us next turn, so eager to see what our opponent's playing. Still not clear. Curse of Chains. We have our Apostle's Blessing here, so that's fine. Unfortunately, we can't really stop it from tapping on our upkeep. So I'm still going to do it here, though. Let's play it on our Carrion Feeder. I'm going to pay here, and we're going to use our black mana, and we're going to give it protection from white. It's going to fall off, but it's still going to tap our creature down, which is unfortunate. We'll play our Swamp, though, and go with a Flare Husk, and go in for 2. Hopefully he doesn't have another removal spell for us. Our opponent just passes. Perfect. Alright, well then. I've always been just absolutely in love with how versatile Apostle's Blessing is. He takes 11. We're going to Flare Husk here. See what happens. We get hit with a counterspell, a very, very weird looking counterspell. Alright. It's not what I imagined the foil 7th edition wanting to look like. I think the real ones are much, much nicer. Okay. Still not much going on. Let's go with a Perilous Mirror here. See what happens. Probably going to resolve, I think. And our opponent's just getting beat down here. What does he have for us? Vapor Snag. I hate that card so very much. It's going to go back to our hand, and we can't actually replay it. Although our opponent's down to 8, so we're looking not bad. And he just passes again. Very, very screwed on mana. We are going to go ahead and swing. Opponent's down to 4. We'll try to resolve the Carrion Feeder as bait. And then we also have the Nantuko Husk to back it up. He sprites. So we're going to let the sprite resolve and then terminate. Good. All right. Looks like just a Delver deck. Really, really slow and okay, game 2. All right, against Delver, we have Electrickeries. And we generally want to be the control here. I'm going to keep the Apostle's Blessing in because I think they're very, very good. Other than that, let's see what else we can fit in here. I'm going to take out a Phyrexian Ghoul. I would like to fit in maybe more Diabolic Edicts, but they're not terribly necessary. Flame Slash could be pretty good against any what do you call them, golems there, Spire Golems. Our deck is pretty well set up to beat them, though. You just need to cut 1 card for that Electrickery. I don't think I'll cut a Terminate. Definitely want to, max out on the removal here. I'm going to take out a Mogg War Marshal. And is it worth taking out more Marshals just for Edicts? It might be. It might be. I could see them being much more useful. Let's take out another one and put in a single Edict here. Is there anything else I'd like to play? Or take out... let's take out a Husk and put in another Edict. And I'm worried I'm overboarding. And maybe the threat of Vapor Snag is actually not that great. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. I might take 1 out and put in the 3rd Edict. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's submit like that. We're pretty well set up to beat Delver, actually, so maybe they'll be off to a faster start this time. All right. We're going to keep that. Opponent's going first again. Maybe a first turn Delver. Miscreant. Okay. And we're going to go with our Carrion Feeder. Fearless in front of Daze. Another Miscreant. Okay. Draws him a card. Unfortunately. He ponders. Looks like he's got a really good hand here. One of those Miscreants is going to eat a Arsonist to the face. That's for sure. Goes in for 1. Take the 1. Okay. Actually, we could kill both of these with Unearth and Goblin Arsonist. And we can swing for 3. That would be the reckless play. Let's do it. I'm going to yield to that. We're going to unearth this guy. Sack him. Kill this one. I'm going to say yes. And then go swinging for 3. That felt pretty good. I don't know if it was the right play. It certainly wasn't safe. Because now a Vapor Snag is... lots of problems here. Let's go with the Edict. Yeah, let's go with the Edict. You know what? I should have played that on his upkeep. Silly me. I could have tapped his mana. Okay. So he's going to sack his fairy. That's fine. I'm happy with that trade, too. And I'm glad I didn't Flame Slash it in the end, because that would have just gotten eaten by a Spellstutter Sprite, so very good. Reveals a Gush, okay. He Gushes. Hasn't played his land for the turn, so he can cast that, I think. Ponders. We really would need a third land here at some point. He's got double island in hand still. It's gushing. Chose not to shuffle. Played his land. Played Thornwind Fairies. Okay. And goes in for 3. Which we'll take. Alright. Am I really worried about this guy right now? Not really. Not particularly. So, I think I'm just going to Flame Slash the Insectile Aberration. We're going to cast our Flare Husk. Hitting for 3. And pass. And he's probably looking for a bounce spell. That would be really, really useful for him right now. As he could tap to the Thornwood Fairies, which prompts me to sack to the Carrion Feeder, then he can snag it, and he ends up a winner in that scenario, that's for sure. But if he had had his Vapor Snag, I think he would have used it last turn. I'm not sure, though. He's probably digging for it desperately. He goes bottom and draws, plays an island. Another Delver. Keeps his guy. No need to sacrifice right now. These are fairies, so, well, he's down to just 1 mana too. So, let's go with a Perilous Mirror here. Gonna go in swinging with both. There's the Vapor Snag. Now, do I want to sacrifice the Perilous Mirror and kill the Delver or the Thornwood Fairies? I'm thinking I'm going to sack the Perilous Mirror. I'm actually going to kill the Thornwood Fairies. It still gets him a good advantage here. Let's hit the Delver, I guess. Yeah. And we'll try and terminate it next turn. Okay. Back to my hand. And it's his turn. With a good board state. Oh man, another Delver. Okay. Well, we're not in such a rush. Let's try and terminate it. He's down to 2 cards. It works. Let's pass. He pings me for 1. 6. Shows me a land. Alright. Now that's pretty good. I'm wondering if I should just play the Perilous Mirror and then go into Carrion Feeder. That's a little bit riskier. Let's play risky. We get it. Hopefully we don't run into a Daze. We don't. So now we can just pass like that. And we need to wait for him to use it so that we can respond, or else both of our creatures die for his Thornwood Fairies. You can't be too trigger happy. Next turn, I'll try to equip Carrion Feeder with Flare Husk. That'll prompt him to use the Thornwood Fairies. And then that's when I sacrifice in response. Oh, and he concedes. Oh, yeah. He was not in a good spot here. Down to 3 cards. We have a very favorable board state. He's at 11 life already. So, yeah, this is a typical match against Delver. I've never seen Thornwood Fairies played against me. Not super effective, but still, could see it. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, another great game. We took some risks, and we got rewarded for it. We'll see you next time.